So, this is Sugar Ray Leonard versus Marvelous Marvin Hagler, right? And a little piece about Hagler. He actually changed his name legally to Marvelous Marvin Hagler, because his name was like his ring name was supposed to be Marvelous, but people never called him that. So he was like, if they ain't gonna call me that, I'm just gonna say fuck it, and I'm going to change my name to that. One moment, just want to check something. I want to make sure I don't miss any because TTS is on automatically, but fish toys need to be approved, so I want to make sure that I don't like accidentally fuck up. Anyway, but yeah, so this right here is the biggest, I guess you could say, robbery in boxing history. And we're going to do a round by round, okay? I know it says 46 minutes. We're not actually going to be watching for 46 minutes because we're going to be skipping any times that are skippable, right? And we're going to go ahead. We're going to take a look at it. So, with that said, here's round one.
Let's see if he can do it. And here we go. Need I say Leonard in white and Hagler in blue. And Hagler is not boxing as a southpaw. I just don't like that. Why he does it out there.
So they're just kind of feeling each other out right now. See, Ray Leonard was literally known to be Ali Part 2. Ooh, okay. That was that cross to hook combination, and those were hard. He is known for evasive footwork. He's known for dancing around, and he's known for very speedy hands. Which again, that's kind of the foil to Hagler, who's known for a more intense style. Walk you down, put you in a corner, and do what he did to Hearns. So yeah, right now Leonard is really the only one scoring, but he's getting walked back. If he is even scoring, that cross hook didn't really land. That jab to the body did a little bit. Ooh, that hook came through. That hook got through for sure. Nice jab from Leonard. Seems like it kind of was glazing. Jeez, grazing. A grazing jab, not a glazing jab. So yeah, I mean, ooh, nice combination from Leonard. See, right now Leonard is definitely winning, and he's winning because he's sticking and moving, right? And he's landing some good combinations too. You can tell he ain't pitter pattering, that's for sure. Ooh. Nice jab cross. You see what Hagler's got to do, and obviously, ooh, some body shots from Hagler. I don't know how many of those landed though, but nice little rabbit punch there. Anyway, what Hagler's got to do is he's got to cut off the ring. You see, Leonard is really good at his lateral movement. Ooh, nice. See, what's happening right now, right, is Leonard, anytime Hagler gets in and sets, Leonard is throwing, right? He's not allowing Hagler to set so that he can start throwing his own punches, which that's a good move, As a highly mobile fighter, that's the way that he wants to do things because it'll keep Hagler off balance. He wants to keep Hagler chasing. Now, what Hagler needs to do is he needs to cut the ring off using his own lateral movement, like he's doing there, right? Pretty much like he's doing there. Oh. The left hook got in, but it didn't actually land, So, we'll go ahead, All right, so, round two. So that first round was Leonard, and in fact, I'm going to go ahead. Apparently that landed. All right, so there's one. Not a whole lot going on right now. I mean, Leonard is still fresh, so it's going to be hard for Hagler to really chase him down, you know? Ooh, couldn't really see what was going on there. Honestly, I think those punches should count, you know? Sometimes referees won't count sometimes judges won't count punches like that. I think those should count, you know? Because Hagler's being nice uppercut from Leonard on the inside. Nice overhand. And then he's tying up. He's tying up on the inside. Ooh, that was nice from Leonard. So yeah, I mean, Leonard is controlling the fight right. Ooh, he caught that, definitely landed. He caught him with a left hook on the inside. Yeah, that Leonard is definitely controlling the fight right now, and he's doing it by making sure that he doesn't get caught in the pocket. That's where Hagler is very dangerous. Looked like something may have slipped through from Hagler there, but I'm not 100% sure. Ooh, wow, that was a nice dig to the body from Leonard. You know, Leonard's doing really good right now. Spencer123 asked if. Oh, hold on. I'll answer your question at the end of this round, Spencer. So, ooh, nice body work from Hagler. You know, see, Leonard came with a looping overhand. You know, and Hagler went on the inside. You know, that was good from him. As of right now, I'd still say this is. Ooh, nice jab cross from Leonard. These guys move so quick, it's sometimes even a little bit difficult to see, you know? See, and ooh, nice inside work from Leonard. And again, this is what Leonard is doing a good job of. He's not letting Hagler set. And these first two rounds, I would say, are definitely Leonard's rounds. Oh man, nice. Nice. So, I'm going to give that one to Leonard. Okay. Now, somebody asked me, could we see an example of Marvin Hagler losing? And I talk about what he probably should have done or, you know, should be doing in the fight. He lost this fight, at least officially. Now, part of the reason why I'm doing this fight is because I've sat down and I've given my thoughts as to who's winning, right? But I've never actually in-depth, round by round, sort of broken things down as best I could and given my approximation. And right now, Leonard is winning. And the reason why he's winning is because he's controlling the pace. Hagler wants to march into a certain distance, and when he gets there, he wants to unload. And whenever Hagler is just about to step into that distance and start throwing, that's when, Leonard either A, uses evasive footwork, B, throws something of his own, or C, crowds, clinches, and then at the end of the second round, he was actually doing really well at punching out of the clinch, right? Right now, he's just outworking Hagler, which to outwork Hagler that's not something that happens. That's not something that you do. Now, what Hagler needs to do is he needs to start breaking his rhythm up a little bit. You know, he can't just march forward, set, and then start throwing. He's got to start marching forward, throwing jabs, you know, march forward, stop, use angles and things like that. Because if Leonard is moving around this way, right, trying to circle out, Hagler needs to try and chase him down by trying to catch him about here, right? He needs to also move sideways. He can't let Leonard move around and circle and then basically just follow him in that same trajectory. If he does that, he's going to be in bad shape, right? So that's part of the reason why those first two rounds went to Leonard. Right now it's 2-0. 2-0. Anyway, with that said, we have round 3. And mind you, I have been of the opinion, just watching this as not watching it in depth, just watching it, I've been of the opinion that Hagler was robbed. There's a chance that I will have to put my foot in my mouth. Jab looks like it was parried from Hagler. Ooh, cross, but it was a hard cross, but it was deflected by Hagler. See, and that's what I'm saying. You see how he's circling out, Leonard's circling out, and Hagler's chasing him. Ooh, that was nice. That was a good punch. Ooh, almost landed, almost landed. You see, and that's kind of what I'm talking about is what he's doing now. He's working his way in with the jab. He's not just marching forward, you know? I don't know if that was part of the game plan or not. You know, the first 2 rounds. Ooh, that was a nice right hand by Leonard. Damn. Ooh, that looked all right. I don't know if those landed though. I don't know if those landed. I mean, Leonard looks a little bit more not scared, but nervous. He looks a little bit more nervous for sure, you know. The thing is, he's still able to use his evasive footwork, but you can see that Hagler is just a step or two closer than he was in those first 2 rounds. Ooh, there we go. You see, and this is what Hagler wants, is he wants to bait Leonard into committing to a punch, slip it, or even take it, and then give 3 more back, you know? And then this is also where he wants to be, too, is in the clinch. He doesn't want to be inactive. He doesn't want to let Leonard take the initiative in that clinch. Ooh, that was an interesting right by Leonard, but it didn't quite land. Ooh, that right hand landed by Leonard. They both exchanged a couple. They took. Ooh, wow, another right hand by Leonard. You see, and the reason why Leonard's able to throw that naked right hand is because Hagler is just marching forward into it a lot of the time, you know? He's got to throw that jab that he just threw there, you know? Ooh, that was a nice slip by Hagler. Nice little short hook on the break. You see, that was smart from Leonard. He threw that cross, and right there, the same thing. He threw a punch, and he ended up getting inside so that Hagler couldn't work, and then he punched out of the clinch, which was good. Hagler was landing to the body as well. You know, I think they both scored there. See, Hagler's pushing him off now, which is a good idea. Ooh, that was a nice hook by Leonard. Man, it's tough. That was a much closer round. I got to be honest with you. I gotta think about who landed more, right? This one's also a tough one because I gotta think about who landed more and who landed harder. And when it comes to who landed, I think they both landed about the same, but I think the more impressive punches were from Leonard. Hagler did very good. He did good compared to the first 2 rounds, trying to chase him down, but I feel like I got to give this round to Leonard. So right now it's 3-0 from Hagler. But the thing is, they have a 12-round fight. So, I mean, this is only 3, 6, 9, 12. I'm not good at math, guys. I had to count on my fingers. This is only a fourth of the fight. There's still a lot of fight left. You know, Hagler seems to be kind of settling in, though, I will say. That was a much better round on his end. Yeah, left hand lead from Hagler, as the commentator said. You see, he's trying to catch up to Leonard now, and he's not doing a bad job of it. And you're seeing that he's switching into his righty stance to throw a left hook, you know, and that is what's going to make it tough for Leonard. Couple of them didn't seem to land from Leonard. Another kind of grazing blow. I don't know if that scored technically. Ooh, nice slip from Hagler, but also a slip from Leonard, you know. They're both kind of just missing each other right now, you know? Yeah. Ooh, nice. You see, Hagler's working the body, which is good for the long term, but in terms of winning the round, it looks a little bit better to the judges if you're landing punches to the head. And that's what ooh, that was a good move by Leonard, you know. Trying to clinch and then stepping off at that angle. That's actually something I go over with Sam. Wow, nice. Oh, it was a low blow. Anyway, I was saying, yeah, it looks a little bit better to the judges if you're landing punches to the head on the inside, and that's where Leonard is kind of shining, and that's what I think gave him that 3rd round, you know. It's just that evasive footwork, you know. He's got to start throwing jabs. Ooh, that was a nice right left hand. Excuse me. It snapped his head back a little bit. You see, Hagler's picking up, and Leonard, I'm not going to say he's slow, but he is kind of slowed down just a little bit, you know? And I don't know if that's body shots or if it's just Hagler is kind of starting to pick up, so they're catching up to each other, you know? Both of those look to be deflected. Few to the body from Hagler. You see, I was saying that those punches to the body are better for the long term, you know? Ooh, bolo punch to a very low blow, a very clear low blow, you know? This is how we taught Harley to fight. this is literally how we taught Harley to fight, minus the low blows. Ooh, wow. That was a nice combination from Leonard, you know. Hagler's smiling it off, but it's like it's like the commentator just said, the rounds are going into the bank. Now, I still think it's a very close round, you know. I don't think that could have given him the round, and if I'm being honest with you, I think this has been Hagler's best round thus far. So that right there, the only thing that was really impressive to me from what's his face from Leonard this round was that 4-punch combination that he landed, and I've actually watched some videos on this fight, and that was part of his strategy, according to his corner and Ray Leonard himself, was the last like 30 seconds or so of the round, he was really going to pick it up, and he was really going to try and razzle-dazzle, right? He was really going to try and dazzle the crowd and the judges with something big, right? They call that stealing the round. Me, that was good, but it wasn't impressive enough for me to really want to give him this round. It was still a pretty close round, but I think I would have to give it to Hagler because he seemed to land better punches. He landed more punches overall from what I was seeing, right? Unless rounds are blending together in my head, which honestly they might. And he was just controlling the ring, and he was controlling the pace a little bit better. So this is going to be the first round that I give to Hagler. All right, is round 4. So it's now 3-1. Hagler's actually behind by 2 rounds. So let's go ahead. Bang. Man, that was a close one. That was a close one, huh? That was a close one. All right, so here they are. This is going to be round 5. Excuse me, round 5 of 12. Ooh, working the body immediately. You see, Leonard is pushing him away, but he's also taking body shots when he's doing that, you know? Leonard was winning. Ooh, nice cross from Leonard. He was winning. Hey, thank you, Mafia98. I'll replay that after this, okay? So a little bit of inside work from them. I didn't see anything too huge. Not that I was looking that hard, but you get the idea. Ooh, nice cross from Leonard. Yeah, he does have good timing with that right hand. Not all of them are landing, but when they do land, oh, you see, that's another one, you know? Ooh, nice gazelle hook from Hagler. Nice jab from Hagler. Double jab, cross. I don't think any of them really landed like that. Ooh, cross from Leonard. You see, someone like Ray Leonard, he doesn't hurt when he hits you, but he hits you so much it just confounds you, and it gets really annoying. That's what happened with Roberto Duran. He got tired of just, ooh. I would count those personally. I would count those punches. Because Hagler's working, Leonard is holding on for dear life. You know, that was a good moment for Hagler. But that's what happened with Roberto Duran. He literally got tired of just, like, having to chase down Leonard, you know? Ooh, nice short hook. I don't think that cross before landed. Nice little combination. I don't know how much of it landed. It looked like those two hooks landed. The body to the head. Ooh, I think that might have been deflected. That hook from Leonard. It might have been. It might have been. Nice cross to the body. Jab to the head, not bad. Ooh, he got caught on the way out. See, right now, it's tough for me to want to give this. Ooh, those are some nice punches. Yeah, Leonard's hurt. Leonard's hurt, but he's still being technical. He's keeping technical. Ooh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Dude, this is going to be a tough round to call. I'm going to be honest with you. This is going to be a really tough round to call, you know? Because the last 30 seconds of a round, it's tough to say that is going to outweigh the other minute and a half. But, like, this was a real, like, he rocked Leonard multiple times. And, ooh, nice from Leonard. He's handing it back. He's giving it back to him. Man, that was a tough one, right? I want to see this. They said this was the best round so far by Hagler. Ooh, nice. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, wobbled him. Bang. Short. Nice uppercut. Bang. That was beautiful. He keeps him busy with those two hooks. He steps back to get the distance, and then bang. And I don't know, like, you know, with round 5, it's really tough to score. That was the most damage that anyone has done throughout the entirety of the fight. So I got to be honest with you. I would give it to Hagler. It's tough. I could see why someone would want to give that to Leonard, but Leonard was wobbled seemingly at least 2 times, if not multiple, and then he ended the round on the ropes. He had a nice little flurry in there, but it just I just feel like Hagler did a little bit more in terms of not just that round, but the whole fight in terms of damage, right? So I'm gonna give that to Hagler almost reluctantly. Okay. So with that said, this is round 6. Nice. Ooh, that was a stiff jab from Hagler. So Ray Leonard running away, you know. Ooh, that looked like a pretty well-timed right hand, but I don't know if it landed. Nice jab from Leonard. Ooh. Hagler got the better of that exchange though, you know. That was a really nice exchange from both of them, but I think Hagler got the better of that one. Ooh, working the body. You see he's starting to be able to work in there, right? Because Leonard's trying to clinch, but he's not doing it as effectively as he was before. Ooh, that was a nice right hand. That snapped Hagler's head back, and then there was a hook behind it that I'm not sure if it landed, but it looked like it would have hurt whatever it hit. You see, Hagler is finally able to kind of work on the inside, and Ray Leonard, I think he's getting tired, right? He's defaulting back to his sort of stick and move, his sort of Ali-esque tactics, which work for him. They're good for him, and he looks really good doing it. But he can't street fight the way that he was. Ooh, that was a nice cross. That was a nice cross from Leonard. But I was going to say, when it comes to the inside work, you can tell he's getting tired and he's getting sick of it, and he doesn't like that he has to be in there, you know? He's not working the way that he wants to, and because of that, he's taking small shots every time he's in there, you know? Snapped his head back a little bit with that jab, excuse me. You see, this is exactly where Hagler needs Leonard, but he's letting him have it back because he knows that he doesn't want Hagler to get started. Because what Hagler wants to do is push him up against the ropes and get started on his own little rhythm, right? You could see it in the Hearns fight. And Leonard is stopping that by throwing 4, 5, 6 punch combinations. So that's good on him, you know? He's trying to clinch. It's not really that effective. This is probably Hagler's best round right now, and it doesn't mean ooh nice hook combination from Leonard. That second hook landed. I was gonna say this is probably Hagler's best round right now, if I'm being honest with you, in terms of actually getting to work, you know? And it's because of this. It's because of stuff like that, you know? He's just a little bit more game in the clinch than Leonard is. And Leonard isn't even doing horrible either. He's just not quite there. This is where Leonard, on the other hand, is shining, when he's able to keep Hagler at the end of his punches. And in this case, I got to be honest with you, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to give that to Hagler with a lot more confidence than I gave the last round. So, as of right now, it is 3-3. It is tie game, you know? So it's anyone's fight right now. And that's round 6. We're halfway through the fight right now. So these next few rounds specifically are really going to make a difference, you know? Let's see what happens. All right, so we are at round 7 right now. Nice gazelle hook by Hagler. I don't think it quite landed. You see, he used that to try and get on the inside, you know, and he didn't really do much with it. And because of that, on the way out, he got tagged a couple of times. Ooh, nice uppercuts from Hagler. I think one was to the body, then the one to the head missed. I mean, he's hitting him, though. Like, obviously not all the time, right? And then there's one from Hagler. Jab by Hagler. Yeah. Hagler isn't known for his speed. He's known for his, like he's like the T-1000, right? He's like from Terminator 2, you know, the one that turns into liquid, you know? You can't stop him. He's marching forward at his pace. He isn't even worried about catching you by going quick. He knows he's going to get there, you know? And I don't know how much you can hear these commentators right now, but they're kind of saying Hagler's slow, and it's like, well, Hagler's always slow, if we're being honest here, you know? But what he's doing now very well is he's working the body on the inside. He's working the inside very well, and he's not letting, like right there, you know, Ray Leonard is obviously very tired, you know, and Hagler's making him pay for it, you know. He's chasing him down. He's putting him against the ropes when he can, and when he's on the inside, he's throwing something, you know. As of right now, this is Hagler's round easy, even though, again, Ray Leonard doesn't look terrible. He just doesn't look as good as he needs to be. That was a nice cross up the middle. Nice hook from Hagler. Few jabs from Hagler. You know, he's picking them apart right now, you know. That's kind of what's happening. He's just picking them apart. Ooh, some nice shots from Leonard there. You know, Hagler tried to come with an uppercut, but it kind of grazed him, if anything. That was a nice body hook from Leonard. Another nice hook from Leonard. I don't know if it landed, though, you know. Another hook from Leonard. You know, Leonard really has been favoring that hook. Yeah, you can see how tired Leonard is, and he looks a little bit demoralized, if anything. He looks a little bit worried, you know. Oh, man, nice. Uppercut hook. You see the little aha, you know. See, that's the worst thing, is when you hit somebody as hard as you can and they don't go down and they just keep on marching forward. They aren't even demoralized by it. That's one of the worst feelings, you know? If you have the ability to take a shot and just be like, fucking whatever, dude, that's worth more than its weight in gold, you know? Nice to the body. Ooh, Leonard coming up high, but they look kind of like glancing blows. Ooh, they were still going at the end of the bell. All right, so to me, that was Hagler's round easy, you know. And you see Leonard raising his hands right now. You see, a lot of boxing, a lot of combat sports is trickery. You're tricking the crowd and the judge into thinking that you're doing better than you are. And again, that was part of Leonard's game plan with that whole trying to steal rounds by really picking it up at the last 30 seconds of the round. He's trying to convince the crowd and the judges that he won the whole round, regardless of what happened for the last minute and a half, right? And that's what this is right here. That's why he's raising his hand, is because he's trying to convince the judges, hey, I'm the winner here. I'm doing so well. My hands are up. Yeah, look at me, you know. But right now, Hagler just pulled ahead. It is 4 rounds to 3. So let's go ahead and see what waits for us in round 3. Round 3, geez, round 8. Round 3. We're gonna go back to round 3. All right, here is round 8. Ooh, nice stiff jab from Hagler there. It's funny, sometimes I'm seeing things and I'm mentioning it, and the commentators are saying it at the same time as me. Oh, timeout. What happened? Oh, okay. See, they're gonna Angelo Dundee, who was actually Muhammad Ali's trainer. He's gonna take his time with that, you know. Inside work. Ooh, yep. You see, again, like, I personally, if I was a judge, I would favor counting those punches to the body. Because even though they're not the most significant, that he's working. Hagler is working. And Leonard is holding on for dear life, you know? Ooh, that was a nice hook to the body. Ooh, nice couple handed over to Leonard. Nice little short uppercut, it would have looked like on the inside there. Yeah, you can see Leonard is just flatter. He's flatter. He's not as active, you know. Again, you can kind of see the look in his eyes as one of like, oh man, you know. He seems nervous versus just the look, the posture of Hagler is just, you know. So that was a nice little combination from Leonard. I don't know how many of those landed. He took a couple to the body on the way out, though. You know, nice. You see, and that's what Leonard needs to do. Is he needs to move when he gets caught. He needs to do what he was doing in the first couple of rounds, which is as soon as he sees Hagler set, he needs to go bang, 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 3, 4, maybe even 5 quick, even pitter-patter punches, right? Like, he tried to do it there, but he slipped off. He threw, I think, like 1, 2, 3, not exactly like that. And then he tried to throw him into the ropes and step out. You know, that was a good move on him. It just didn't quite work out the way he wanted it to. Again, I would count every single one of those punches. There's no reason for me to not count those punches, you know? It's not like they're small punches either. He's digging those punches. Like, those aren't going to break ribs, but they add up. They really add up. Just like those two do. You know, Hagler going to the body. You can see Leonard's hands are low. You know, they're really low. You know. You know, and that's exactly what Hagler wants. Is he wants to push him up against the ropes, lower the hands, and then finish him just like he did with Hearns. You know. See, that was a good combination from yeah. That was a good combination from Leonard at not quite the end, you know, the last 10 seconds. But, yeah, I don't know how much of that landed. It looked like a lot of it did not land. And, you know, Hagler was consistent the whole round. So, without a doubt, that was Hagler's round, you know. So, right now, it's 5-3 Hagler, you know. And the only 3 that Leonard had were the first 3 rounds when he was fresh and he was able to execute what was clearly a Hagler-centric game plan. You know, that's clearly what was going on there. So we'll go ahead. We're going on to round 9. Ooh, that was a nice combination from Leonard. Now he's getting out of the way. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. There's a little bit more pop on Leonard's punches right now, you know. It looks like he took a few off, and maybe he's gonna pick up. Maybe he's gonna pick back up this round, you know. Hagler's still grinding him down, though. You know, he's still making sure to go to the body in the clinch. so far this round, though, he has been a little bit confounded. You know, I like that word as of late, confounded. It's a fixation of mine, if you will. Ooh, dig into the body. Leonard right now is winning the outside game again, you know, but it looks like Hagler is, you know, he's starting to get he's getting the better of the inside game right now, you know. You know, I don't know what these. Ooh, nice short jab cross in there. That was not these commentators are fucking idiots. That was not the best punch of the fight. The best punch of the fight was when he threw the uppercut in, I think it was round 4, that staggered Leonard, you know. And right now, Hagler's got Leonard where he wants him. It was kind of a close round, but as of right now, Hagler's starting to pull ahead a little bit, you know. Ooh, that was nice. Ooh, wow. That's some beautiful inside work by Leonard. You know, he's using his speed to try and win the inside work. Wow, that is beautiful. That is fantastic from Leonard. That is such good inside work from him, you know. He's using his speed in order to win the inside battle, which is really good, you know. He prefers to be on the outside and use the speed on the outside, but if he had to use it on the inside, that's how he'd want it, you know. 2 uppercuts, a hook, another uppercut, bang, 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 right? That's how he should be doing it, you know? And because of that, even though he's on the defensive right now, he's actually winning a couple of these exchanges, you know? I was, like, literally as I was saying, Hagler is pulling ahead. He breaks into this, and now it's really anybody's round. I don't know who I'm going to give this to right now. There's 30 seconds left, and we're going to need all 30 of it to figure out whose round it is. Again, I would 100% count these. I would 100% count those punches. Those are scoring blows, in my opinion. You know, it's a fucking fight. All right? I know we got rules, but the rules are you land punches, and he's landing punches. Looks like, oh, I was going to say, it looks like Leonard's tired, you know? Leonard goes from inactive and almost lethargic to explosion, you know? And you can see he's really exhausted. Man. That's a tough one. I got to be honest with you. And I don't want to watch the replay because I feel like it might poison my perception or my decision-making process. That was such a close round. Man. Damn. You know, these commentators don't know what the hell they're talking about, you know. Hagler didn't look bad this round. I don't think Hagler did bad this round at all. I got to be honest with you. I think Ray Leonard just did a little bit better than him. You know, he was a little bit better on the outside, and on the inside, he was able to smother, and he was able to stop a lot of Hagler's offense on the inside just by using his own offense on the inside. So I think I'm going to give that round to Leonard. So right now it's 5-4. It's still a very close fight. A very close fight. And right now Hagler needs some insurance, you know? So let's go ahead and see what round 10 has to offer. See, yes, that was a very good punch from Hagler. The commentators are saying, like, oh, that's the best punch of the fight. No. He literally wobbled Ray Leonard, you know? Man. You can see how tired Ray Leonard is. You know, the fact that he's still able to have that pop, that speed that he's got is, like, stupendous, you know? Really, like, I prefer Hagler to Ray Leonard, you know? And as a Mass native, I feel some type of way about this fight. But, like, you cannot deny that Ray Leonard was a fucking crazy fighter, dude, you know? He was so good. It was insane. Yeah, the commentators are right about that. You know, you see a little bit more pep in Leonard's step, you know? Yeah, Leonard falling back on trying to play to the outside. Ooh, that was nice. I don't know if that landed or not, but it definitely made Leonard a little bit nervous. Ooh, that uppercut. I don't know if that uppercut landed. It may have. Couple of short punches on the inside from Hagler. There's that body shot again from Hagler. You see, and that's part of the reason Leonard is so tired. It's getting later in the fight, and Hagler's been opting to work the body, you know? And again, in the short term, punches to the head are going to be better when it comes to winning rounds. That's why Leonard got those first few rounds. But a lot of these rounds that Hagler has been taking, including what is looking to be a round that's starting to fall into his favor right now. He's winning the inside battle. Ooh, that was nice from Leonard, though. It's coming because Leonard is tired, right? And he's tired because he's been getting hammered to the body the entire fight. Uppercuts to the body, but Leonard giving it back to him. A couple of those snuck through. Not all of them did. Right now, it's still a tough round. I lean towards Marvin Hagler because even though Leonard is having his moments, Hagler is controlling the entirety of everything other than those small moments where Leonard explodes, you know? He's been consistent this entire round, you know? And I don't know how much time is left in the round. We're probably about halfway through right now. Again, short punches in the clinch that I would definitely count because he's working. Leonard is holding on for dear life, waiting for the referee to break, you know? Ooh. You see again these commentators. I don't know how well you can hear them. Ooh, that was nice from Hagler. It's very clear who their favorite is. It's very clear who their favorite is. Either that, or maybe these guys just don't know boxing that well. Maybe they don't know Hagler that well. You know, like of course Hagler is slow. Fucking that's his MO. Is he doesn't need speed in the way that someone like Ray Leonard needs. You know, because he's wearing you down, which is what's been happening this entire round. As of right now, that round was Hagler's. Like, that round was definitely Hagler's. It was on the close side, but the way I see it, that was Hagler's round easy, you know? He was consistent. He was landing more punches in general, and his punches hurt more, you know? Leonard, he had a couple of good moments where he was throwing 3, 4, 5 punch combinations and then getting the hell out of dodge, but for the most part, he had Hagler in his face, you know? So there's a little bit of that insurance that I was talking about that Hagler needed. It is now 6 rounds to 4 by my estimation in favor of Hagler. All right, so round 11. Round 11 of 12, actually. So Ray Leonard either needs a knockout or he absolutely positively needs these next 2 rounds. If he gets these next 2 rounds, he wins. But if he loses even one of these rounds, he loses the whole fight. So Hagler marching him down right now. Leonard, he looks tired again, but not as tired as the middle rounds. You know, I'll say that much, right? That was smart from Hagler. He knows that Leonard wants to clinch in a way that's not disadvantageous to him, so he pushed him away instead. You know. Ooh, that was nice from Leonard. That was good from Leonard. Spencer, I'm going to answer your question after this. Sorry if I haven't been talking to the chat much. I've been focused on this. I apologize, but I will answer your question after this. Couple from Hagler. I'm not too sure if they landed. Ooh, that was definitely Leonard's exchange. That was definitely Leonard's exchange. Ooh, nice right hand from Leonard snuck through. Ooh, nice. I don't think anything landed, but that was a pretty slick slip to a body uppercut from Leonard either way. I don't think either of those landed. Nice gazelle hook to the body from Hagler. You see, and this is where Hagler wants to work, and this is where Leonard needs to... Ooh, nice counter punching from Leonard, but, ooh, Hagler countered the countered. That was nice. You see, and again, that showboat was all to try and be like, hey, it's okay, I'm winning, you know? He's trying to steal the round. Oh, man, none of those really landed very well. Again, I don't think any of those really landed. Again, I would count those. Definitely count that. See, it's real easy to not get hit when you absolutely positively don't want to get hit, right? Again, these ooh, that was a good body hook, body head combination from Leonard, you know. Neither of those landed. Again, I would count those punches, but oh, nice jab from Hagler. Ooh. That was good from both of them. They both took a couple. It's hard to say there was a winner of that exchange. I don't think anything really landed from either of them there. You can see, oh. Ah, man, this is so tough to judge right. Wow. Oh, man. See, this was really tough to judge because, to tell you the truth, neither of them did as much as they had done throughout any of the other rounds. I think they both kind of took this round off a little bit in comparison to the other rounds. Oh, man, I feel like I have to watch that round again. I'm not gonna. I want to just go round by round by round. I don't want to turn this into an in-depth film study. I'm just going off of what I see, and it's really, really fucking tough right now. And you know what? I'm gonna be a gamer here. I'm gonna be an epic gamer here. Is what I'm gonna be. Because here's the thing, right? Either A, Hagler won that round, which means he won the fight at the very least. If not, if he loses the next round, the fight is a draw. Okay? Or Leonard won the round, and the next round is the deciding round. So it's so tough for me to award it. I'm going to do something that I technically should not do, and I'm going to give it to Leonard. Wait a second. No, what am I talking about? Hagler's ahead by another... Damn. I'm an idiot. I'm a fucking dummy. You know why? I forgot that Hagler is 6 and Leonard is 4. For some reason, I thought Leonard was 5 and Hagler was 6. But the thing is, this was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That was round 11. So actually, Hagler is ahead by 1. So in order for Leonard to have a draw, he has to win this next round. Either that, or he has to get a knockout. He has to get a KO. Either one. All right. And before somebody asked, before we go on, somebody asked, Spencer 123 Scott, does Ray Leonard have a career after this fight, or does he just like the rest of them? Sugar Ray Leonard had actually retired. He retired, and he only came back for this fight. I don't know if he had any fights after this, but he was on the end of his career by this point. And the reason he came back is because there was talks about him and Marvin Hagler fighting, and he saw Marvin Hagler. He won a fight against somebody who he was supposed to beat easily, but it was a much tougher fight than it was originally anticipated. So Ray Leonard saw that, and he was like, "Oh, dude, I can beat Marvin Hagler. I know I can beat Marvin Hagler, because if that was me in there, I would have beat the shit out of him. So I'm going to fight Marvin Hagler." So he came back to fight Hagler as sort of like a legacy fight, if you will. And that's where we are now. But with that said, I, as of right now, have Hagler up by 1 round going into the 12th. So sans a knockout, the best Ray Leonard can hope for is a draw. That's all he can hope for. We're going to go ahead. We're going to see how that final round went, okay? You see, again, this is his way of trying to convince everybody, hey, I'm winning. You know, it's all Hollywood is what's going on right now. It's just Hollywood bullshit, you know. We're gonna go ahead. Hagler's like, I don't want to fucking touch gloves with you, you dickhead. Ooh, that was a nice left hook by Hagler. So a nice little three-piece from Ray Leonard. Doesn't really land well. That jab was a decent jab from Hagler. Second one he threw didn't really land. Couple of pawing jabs from Hagler. Leonard kind of tries to return, doesn't land, and then he goes into the clinch. Ooh, that looked like a nice uppercut from Leonard. I don't know if that landed, but if it did, it was nice. Yeah, you see, again, these announcers know who's paying their checks, and it's ooh, that was nice. It's the boxing elite that are paying their checks, so they're gonna favor boxing's golden boy, and they've been doing that the entire fight. Ooh, okay. Damn, that was nice. They didn't hurt. You could tell they were just pawing, but those all score. That was a really, really good moment for Sugar Ray Leonard, And now he's running away. See, he wants to burn these 2 minutes, especially after that good moment that he had. Ah, you see what I'm talking about the, you see what I'm talking about these, oh, yeah. They're both fighting really hard right now, I don't know if any of those punches from Leonard landed, but he's trying to give it back. Again, though, these commentators are so biased. They're literally calling him the miracle man of boxing, It looked like that hook landed, but I don't see anything else really as having landed. Again, I would count all those. This is a good moment for Hagler. He's fighting through, Bang. Throwing to the body. Few to the head. Few short ones to the head. Only one of those really seemed to land, and then that hook appeared to maybe have landed. Yeah. None of those really landed. A couple of them snuck through for both of them. Ooh. Oh, man. He hurt him. You could see he hurt him a little bit. You got him again and again. All right, so first off, that was a crazy fight. That last round was a good round, but given that Leonard really only had one good moment, he landed that flurry of punches and then he got on his horse and he started running. And then when Hagler did catch him, he seemed to control the pace. More of his punches were landing than Leonard's. I'm going to have to give that one to Hagler. So we have 7 rounds to 4 rounds. And just out of we're going to compare my score to the judges' score. So the way the 10-point must system works is whoever wins the round typically is going to get 10 points. Whoever loses the round is going to get 9 points. Now, if there is a knockdown, then the loser of the round gets 8 points. So if somebody loses on a round on points, it's a 10-9 round. The winner of the round gets 10, the loser gets 9. Now, if somebody gets knocked down in that very next round, whoever scored the knockdown gets 10 points, and whoever got knocked down gets 8 points, okay? So, what's it called? It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 10 times 7 is 70. All right. And then I have to also award him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 9 is 45. So plus 45. Okay. That is 5. 7 plus 4 is 10, 11. So 115 115 if I got the math right. Honestly, like, it's been a long time since actually this is the first time I've ever tried to tally points for a boxing match. Usually I just go by what my eyes see, because to me that's the best way to judge a fight, is who do you actually think won, right? So then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so 10 times 5 equals 50, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 times 7, that is 63. So plus 63 equals, excuse me, 3. So I have 115 to 114. 114, geez, what the hell am I talking about? 115 to 113. That's my scorecard, assuming I did everything right. Like I said, I'm not a numbers guy, and honestly, like, I'm sitting here counting tally marks and then trying to convert that to, like, okay, so each of these tallies is 10, but each of those tallies is 9, so I got to blah, blah, blah. I failed math, all right? I failed math in high school. Please excuse me. But assuming I didn't screw anything up, which I shouldn't have, but assuming I didn't, the scorecard should be 115 to 113. Okay, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to see what the scorecards are according to the people who were ringside that night. This is just my scorecard, by the way. The way it works is there's 3 judges, and you tally up each score, and then whoever awards, if you get 2 or more judges saying you won, then you won, Oh, he gave him a little kiss. He's like, I'll see you at the freak off later. Okay. So they're tallying. Here we go. So just real quick, split decision means it means 2 judges scored it for one guy, 1 judge scored it for the other guy, and they call it a split decision because it makes it a little bit more tense if instead of being like, all right, 2 guys scored it for this guy, if you go, 1 guy scored it for this guy, 1 guy scored it for the other guy, and your winner, is that guy, right? All right, so Hagler. That's what I had. That's exactly what I had, right? So this judge right here scored it for Marvin Hagler exactly the way that I had it. That is 115 Hagler, 113 Leonard, right? I would assume that means he gave Leonard 1 more round than Hagler. No, actually. So yeah, it's like I said, this was the biggest robbery in middleweight boxing history. I had it 115 to 113 Hagler. The first judge agreed with me wholeheartedly. Now, the second judge, I originally commented that he probably gave Leonard 1 more round than Hagler, but no. Because in order to get the 115, he needed to take 5, 6, 7 rounds, right? Which means he probably had 7 plus 1. So somebody gave Leonard 8 rounds. The second judge gave Leonard 8 rounds over Hagler, which is insane. That is crazy. I don't know what fight he was watching, right? And then the last one was the same as me, except in the opposite direction. He gave Leonard 115 and Hagler 113. And I mean, look, like, there were a lot of close rounds. If there was a more forgivable scorecard, I think it would be that last one. The second one was bullshit. That was ridiculous, right? But the third one, yeah, like, there were some pretty close rounds. There were multiple rounds where I was like, I don't know who I'd give it to. Oh, man, right? So I guess I could see how somebody might come to that conclusion. But that second scorecard, I think, is what really did it. What really did it, you know? I think that's where the robbery was. And the lore behind this is, I forget what Sugar Ray Leonard ended up doing. I think he might have had another fight or two, maybe not. But Marvin Hagler was literally so disillusioned with boxing after years of just grinding, getting disrespected by the industry, and finally getting to the top, but only off his blood, sweat, and tears, not off anybody's fucking favor, you know, like Ray Leonard did to a degree. He was just like, dude, I don't even want it. He could have had a multi-million-dollar rematch with Leonard if he wanted it, and he gave up on that. He's like, no, fuck that. I ain't, no, screw it. I ain't doing this, you know? He actually quit boxing and he moved to Italy. He moved to fucking Italy and became a movie star in Italy. He died in, I believe it was 2021. I remember where I was when I figured out when he died. I was sitting at a Friendlies with my wife, and I check Instagram, and I see that he passed away, and that was very, very unfortunate. You know, he passed away in New Hampshire. He was actually in New Hampshire, and you know, it was crazy because like I talked to my dad, I talked to other people, you know, and he tells me stories about like seeing Marvin around, you know, because he was from the area. So my dad would go to bars, he'd go to gyms, Hagler would just be there. You know, he'd be hanging out or he'd be training, you know, shit like that. You know, so that was like, you know, that's cool. It's cool to have a hometown hero. It's cool to have that guy that is around, you know. And he was the last great champion that we have had in Massachusetts. You know, you can make arguments about Mickey Ward. Mickey Ward was a champion, but he's more so known for his fights with Arturo Gatti, which we're gonna have to take a look at those as well. But we'll do that another day. Marvin Hagler was the last like great like top of the line champion in Massachusetts.